so many different things that you do that I could call you. I think right now the best way to describe it is IT MVP, right? Like you know a lot about technology and the way it services business in today's society. How would you describe yourself? Go ahead and introduce yourself to our listeners, please.
Yeah, my name is Juan Soto. I'm the owner of IT Impact Inc. I'm a Microsoft Access MVP. Microsoft Access is a database program that comes with Office. I'm only one of 16 worldwide. The only one here in the state of Illinois. And we help clients throughout the U.S. discover the power of their data.
When you say that, that means like, for example, I'll look at analytics to help me, know who should be our target focus. You look at that data a little bit differently and more in depth.
Well, we help you foster that data, keep it healthy, that you leverage that data. Right? Every business deals with data, whether it's a list of customers and a piece of paper, or invoices in the QuickBooks, or any kind of data. You're in the business of data whether you like it or not. So businesses revolve around data.
What's the difference in Microsoft Access and Excel then?
Well, Excel can also deal with data, but Excel has a limitation. Until recently, it can only do 34,000 rows of data.
Okay.
And when you're looking at the entrepreneur who's processing 100,000 orders in their first year, that's just not going to cut it.
Right.
So Access can deal with millions of rows of data. Okay. And then once you get beyond that, you pair it up with SQL Server and you can do much more terabytes of data.
Okay.
So there's an upgrade path from Excel to Access to SQL Server, which is a product from Microsoft.
So you're pretty much doing majority business to business.
Yes, B2B. Always B2B. The MVP title is something I have to earn every year. It's the highest level you can reach at Microsoft. I earned mine by speaking throughout the U.S. and the world at conferences on the topic of Microsoft Access and SQL Server. I also speak around the U.S. on sales, how to get new clients, how to close them over the phone. And I am really big in helping minority and women entrepreneurs.
Okay.
Get them off the ground, help them out. Started out the beast, and then Google came on the site. And Google's website was really clean. There was no ads.
Right.
Until they started introducing something innovative back then, which was AdWords, where you can.
I wanted to ask you about that.
Yeah, so I was one of the first to use AdWords. And back then it was just 10 cents a click.
Okay.
Now I pay $15 a click.
Oh wow.
Now I can afford to pay $15 a click because that click could represent a $25,000 customer.
Right.
And so that's where my course in sales, where we talk about how we can close somebody over the phone for $25,000 in 1 hour.
Say that again for the listeners. Now, you have a course where you talk about how a business owner can close $25,000 worth of business in an hour.
Yeah, so in my case, I sell software design services.
Okay.
And because they went through my Google AdWords, they went through my website, right? So the first thing they do is they go from Google to my website. They love the way the website looks. It inspires confidence. They see the Microsoft logo because we're Microsoft partners. And they say, these guys sound like they know what they're doing. Let me give them a call. So they give us a call, and we talk about their needs. And that's where we go through a process that I can describe in more detail, where we can get them to yes, that they want to be able to spend thousands of dollars to help them with their business.
Right. So, how did that progression happen? 30 years ago, you guys are doing everything from Excel, the internet hits, Google hits, and Google Ad made all the difference in your business?
Oh, absolutely. The Google and the internet is the great tool for entrepreneurs, especially minority entrepreneurs, to get ahead. And the fact that you have this show, we wouldn't be having this conversation without the internet, right?
This is true.
And so it's a great equalizer. And so that's why I'm a big advocate of bringing internet to the minority neighborhoods in Chicago. Cheap, fast internet. Not just right now, Comcast offers that. I would love to see AT&T match that. And so I advocate in Springfield to legislators and to companies to promote the use of internet in our youth. And because in that youth, we will have a diamond in the rough who might be our next Elon Musk or Bill Gates.
I'm glad you said that. So what do you think about the fact that to me, who's not as tech savvy as somebody like you, it looks as though there's a monopoly on the internet here?
Yeah.
Would you say that's accurate?
No, what it is, you either go Comcast or AT&T or Sprint, right? In some neighborhoods. But sometimes you have a monopoly over cable providers. And so, the only way you can get internet is through Comcast, for example.
Right.
And but now you have this 5G technology is coming down the horizon.
Mm-hmm.
And that 5G technology is rivaling Comcast modem speeds.
Okay.
And so I can just as easily bypass Comcast and just get a little device from AT&T, put it in my house. It looks like a cell phone now. My whole home has internet speeds at incredible speeds. That's what 5G is going to do for all of us. It's going to open it up.
Modem.
Yeah, it's going to be a 5G device that's going to allow, I'm hoping, neighborhoods or blighted neighborhoods in the city be able to open it up for this youth to be able to take advantage of the internet.
And
so you're going from a wired infrastructure, right? Comcast bringing a cable from the alley into your house,
right,
to a wireless infrastructure that's going to revolutionize internet access worldwide.
Just for the sake of me keeping consistency for my listeners, we've had different conversations about 5G.
Yeah.
And one of the guests that I had, her name's Paige Flowers, we did an episode and we were talking about extra low frequency waves.
Mm-hmm.
And are you ever concerned, like when you look online, outside of obviously 5G is going to be much faster than what we're currently used to, and from a technological standpoint, we're making leaps and bounds forward, it seems. There also seems to be a lot of people concerned with the health effects of some of these things. Not saying like you didn't create 5G.
No.
Just saying that these are things that we kind of have to think about. I don't see it stopping. Do you ever look into those aspects of it?
The fact of the matter is that we don't know the effects of this technology.
Long term.
We just don't know, right? And so, holding the cell phone against my ear, is that going to affect me eventually? We don't know. Right, it's the studies that say right now it's not a concern at this point. But we just never don't know.
Right, like they used to say in the 50s and 60s that cigarettes weren't bad, and sugar was fine for you in large amounts.
Yeah, before that it was mercury. You
right.
just do with mercury, you think it was better for you.
Right. Okay, so you say that you guys are partnered with Microsoft.
Yes.
How did that happen for IT Impact? Was that like a huge thing for you guys?
Yes.